So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll set up a throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And Olsen over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he is knocked down from the side at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
3rd and goal, option right. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here we go. He'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The give is to Bell, and very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. Let's go. They'll go again with Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go. Blue 58.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Let's go. Blue 3-2. 3-2.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go. White 9. Ohio. Let's go. White 9. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it with Bell. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They savored a little bit, but I run right back at them.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee in the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to rebound next.